Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about the quarterback play for the Browns.
This is Billy G again from Florida. I want to talk about Baker just for a moment. There's a couple things I really like to say. You know, as far as Kirk Cousins and Derek Carr is concerned, I wouldn't touch either one of them. And I think Baker can and will be better than those two. So I would stick with him this past year. The only thing I'm going to say about Baker, and I've said this a time or two, Baker, young man, he needs to grow up. And he needs to curtail his curtness and his just general attitude as far as the media is concerned. And secondly, or thirdly, you know, you got to give him some weapons that he can throw the ball to. Let's face it. Overall, he had one of the worst receiving groups in the National Football League. Also, too, they need to draft, I would say, a couple offensive linemen. Tackle guard would be great, and several wide receivers, and hopefully maybe they can pick up somebody as a free agent. Well, listen, thank you very much, and you guys have a great day, and talk to you again. Bye.
All right, we appreciate the voicemail. Mary Kay, I'm intrigued by Derek Carr. Kirk Cousins, I'm kind of ambivalent towards. I agree wholeheartedly. The Browns wide receiving corps did not perform well enough. And I think Baker did show signs most of last year of kind of maturing and growing. And then it was a tough year for him. I mean, anybody that had to go through what he went through, it would have been tough on.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that Baker Mayfield is going to have to do in 2022 is rebuild his confidence. And that's going to come from, obviously, from some early success. But I think having some better weapons around him that he feels that he can really trust when he throws the ball to them, that they are going to catch it. I mean, even when you look at him and Austin Hooper, it just got to the point where, and those two guys are really good friends, it got to the point where, I mean, you know, he couldn't have faith and confidence in the fact that Austin Hooper was going to catch the ball. I mean, you start to wonder, where can I go with the ball when it just doesn't seem like it's going to be successful all that often. He had 25 of his passes were dropped. He was way up high in the NFL in terms of percentage of his passes dropped, and that just didn't help matters at all. So I think that with the combination of him getting better, him getting healthier, and with a couple of new receivers, a little bit better protection, Kareem Hunt coming back, I think it should look a little bit more like it did at the end of 2020.
Yeah, and again, it was almost like he didn't trust what he was seeing initially. There were second, you know, if you hesitate, the decisions are such split second, and you hesitate, and it looked like he was hesitating a little bit.
Yeah, and that's so dangerous, as you mentioned. Not only does it increase the likelihood that your pass is going to get picked off or it's going to get batted down, it just that split second of hesitation gives the defensive back an opportunity to get in better position and make the play on the ball. So that is a whole another thing that happens when you are not super decisive. And that's what he's going to have to be. And that's why I really think that in this offseason, more so than anything, while he can't be throwing the ball, he's got to be studying film. He's got to be studying defenses. He has to see what they tried to do to him, what they tried to take away from him, and what's left.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a big offseason, obviously. He can still go out and earn the contract that he wants, without question.